As shamans, we believe in miracles. We scratch these itches, these dreams that come from the source, no matter how outrageous or impossible they seem by our community's standards. As we've said all along, as shamans, we know these limits that the rest of the community acknowledges. These limits are malleable. We don't have to be bound by those limits. What looks impossible to the community, we trust that it comes from the source, and we hold out for this impossible dream. The evil tyrant, we quoted, I think it was last time, Jesus talking about the hypocrisy of the religious leaders of his time. He said they were all concerned with appearances, everything appearing to be copacetic, proper, moral, and you make a show of all your donations to the poor and your charity. You make a big show of this. But as Jesus said, all this is cleaning the outside of the cup, but the inside of the cup is filthy. He called it filthy with greed and self-indulgence. And part of this paradigm shift we're going through is this inside of the cup is now becoming apparent to everybody. It's a purging process, which is a healthy process. The hypocrisy is being torn asunder so we can see the truth. So in practicing this shaman discipline, we can be like Parvati. We can restore the proper harmony and balance, overthrow this tyrant of greed and self-indulgence. In this line about she confesses her obsession when the youth passes by, the handsome boy. She confesses her obsession to dislodge Shiva from his meditation. Well, she's not ashamed of this crazy adolescent crush to her family and to the community. She's just an adolescent girl with a crazy crush, this impossible dream. How can a little 12 or 13-year-old girl hope to win the great god Shiva, the meditation fanatic? How can she lure him off of his mountaintop? Just by the power of her impossible dream, her obsession. Well, we've been saying this is not a paradigm of prudence or moderation, or what our brain dictates is rational, sensible. We scratch that itch that comes from the source. We guzzle it. We're not ashamed of it. We trust the source, and we trust where that impossible dream is taking us in that river. It's taking us a quantum leap beyond what those people standing on the shore who are still stuck in the limits of the community, taking us beyond what they think is even possible. And their ridicule, their value judgments roll right off of us, because the only approval we seek is the approval of the source, by saying yes to the source's wedding invitation, rather than finding excuses to say no and stay attached to our everyday business.